Hello everyone, welcome to Mastermind Restricted Cruel tutorial. So this is basically a harder version of both Mastermind Cruel and Mastermind Restricted. It will have 15 queries in total for you to spend, and each number will be encrypted somehow, and your goal is to decrypt to identify how many buttons of the color are on correct spot, correct positions, how many are correct colors but not in the correct positions, and how many of colors are not in the correct sequence. So these three numbers are these three encrypted numbers somehow, and we will need to decrypt them to identify their values, and their sum of these three numbers is always going to be 5. So let's start with page work. Okay, you don't have to write it down, I have it here. So first of all, I will just write down all the colors that are present, just for convenience. There are always 8 colors, and orange and purple are new colors that haven't been present in previous versions of Mastermind. So let's do the first query. We've done it already. So my strategy is first query all colors, all same colors, until you find out which colors are present in the correct sequence, without knowing their actual positions. It's like the first step of normal Mastermind crew. So it's going to be 1, 0, 27. The colors of red, green, red refer to these steps in these 3 tables: red, green, red. So going from bottom to top, we're looking at this colors rule: shift offset modifiers on right. So these are offset modifiers that we will need to subtract from these numbers to identify which are these, what actual values these are. So we're shifting offsets 1 to the right, so number of needles becomes on the left. We subtract from 1 the number of needles. Number of needles is 0, so this number is actually 1. Next is solved modules. We have 0 solved modules, so 0 stays as 0. And number of unsolved modules is 23, so 27 minus 23 is 4. Now we look on this rule. So 1 refers to the number of correct colors. We have 1 correct color, which means there is 1 white somewhere. We will write it down. The remaining 4 are not correct. So let's move to the magenta and do the second query. 0, 36, 15. Green, magenta, yellow. Green, magenta, yellow. So replace middle number with queries left. I will not do that yet, but I will show how it works. So number of strikes is 0, so 0 says 0. Solvable modules is 23. So this is indeed the number of queries. That means that this rule replaces the middle number with number of queries, which means we don't know what original number this was. Fastest minutes starts in modulo 60. Sorry, this is 51, not 15. Starting minutes was 46, which means this is 5. And as I said, these 3 numbers are always going to be 5 in total, which means this number is 0. And looking here, 5 is on not correct colors, which means magenta is not present in the correct sequence. Go into the yellow. One, 27, 46, white, magenta white. Okay, white. Keep the offsets modifier as they are, so we don't change anything. Number of strikes is 0, so 1 stays 1. Solvable is 23, so 27 minus 23 is 4, and obviously the last number is 0. So the first number is J, is correct colors in correct positions, which means there is one yellow somewhere. Next query is green. 24, 50, 0. And one more thing. If there is a 0 somewhere, it means it's gonna be 0. No, it was 0 initially, because numbers cannot be negative here. So you cannot subtract anything from 0. This is obviously going to be 0. Okay, the colors are white, magenta, cyan. White, magenta, cyan. Shift offset modifiers 1 to the left, which means number of strikes goes here. So first is solvable modules plus nidis. This is 23, this becomes 1, and this becomes 4. This total sum is 5. Which means first number is J. There is one color correct somewhere, which means we have one green. Fifth query is reds. 11 to 4. Green, white, green. Replace left with queries left. So this was something, we don't know. Okay, second is duplicate port types. We have no duplicate port types, so this stays 2. And number of plates is 1, so this number is 3. So this number is 0. Which means second number is J. Number of correct colors in correct positions, which means there are 2 reds somewhere. So we found all of our 5 colors, and we don't need to do 2 more queries to identify. So we can save 2 more queries, because if that happened that we had any orange or purple, we would have to query first blue, then orange, and depending on orange's query, we will find out if there is any purples left or not. So now we have all our colors, but we don't know which positions they're at. So now, if you have at least one duplicate somewhere, with my strategy that I'm going to provide you, you have a guaranteed solve in 8 or under queries in the worst case scenario. So first you're going to start with the one that has a duplicate. First you need to do is set all colors to something that you don't have, for example blue, and starting from red we do a query 0 to 5, red, white, cyan. Okay, shift modifiers 1 to the left. First duplicate types, which we know is 0, then number of plates is 1, which means this is 4. Second number is Oscar, which means there is one correct color not in the correct position. Okay, we know there is one red, but it's not in the correct position, which means it's somewhere else. We know there is one red, supposed to be one red at least somewhere, so this red is not in its correct position. Let's try red on this spot. 4, 6, 14. White, red, red. Fifth sets one to the right. So the first one is letters in serial number. There are 4 letters. So this becomes 0. Next is digits, which is 2 digits. So this becomes 4 and this becomes 1. Third number is still correct colors in their correct positions. So red is not here. Let's try it here. Six, 3, 3. Okay, 6, 3, 3. Magenta, yellow sign. Shift modifiers one to the left. So D batteries. 2. Then it's going to be battery holders, which is 3, and it's going to be 1. So the third number is J, which is correct colors in their correct positions, which means we found where one of the reds is. Let's continue finding the second red. We know it can't be here, so we're going to the fourth cell. 8, 15, 4. Okay, cyan, red, green. Replace left number with queries left. Second is sum of digits, material number, which is 13. So this becomes 2. And right number is letters in serial number, which is 4. 15 minus 13 is 2, yeah? And letters in serial number 4 becomes 0, so this is 3. Second number is correct numbers in their correct positions, which means we found where the red is, second red is. If the number of correct colors would still be 1, that would mean that the red should be here. So now we're done with the reds. And we have okay, I don't remember which query this is. I might have skipped one, but doesn't matter. I will put a question mark. So now let's try the remaining colors. Let's try white on this spot. 3, 28, 48, red, magenta, yellow. Replace middle number of queries. We can actually check it right now. Solvables needed is 23, which means this is 5, which means this is 10th query. It's a good way to check how many queries left if you forgot to keep track of them. So this number was replaced. First number is number of strikes, which is 0, so this keeps at 3. Minutes starting was 46, it becomes 2. So this means this is 0. First number is 3, which is correct colors in correct positions. That means this is indeed white. So this is white. Now we have only 2 variants left. This is yellow, this is green, or this is green, this is yellow. We can try query both, just to not waste any time. Yep, the first one is correct. Answer the one more example. So, when you have at least one duplicate, that's cool. You have enough. You have a guaranteed solve with this strategy. But what happens if you don't have any duplicates? I'm going to show you one example. So let's start. Once again, I will write down all the colors. White, magenta, yellow, green. White, magenta, green. Red, blue, orange, purple. So, querying all whites. 136.1. Yellow, green, yellow. Okay, replace middle with queries left. Number of solved modules is 1, so this becomes 0. And digits is 0, so this stays 1. And this means this is 4. Third number is correct colors in their correct position, so that means there is one white somewhere. Second query, double magentas. 15, 18, 4. Yellow, red, green. Left was replaced with queries. Okay, middle is sum of digits, which was 13. So this is 5. We know the rest is 0, which means there is no magenta anywhere. Okay, next is yellow. 205. Red, white, white. Okay, don't change anything for white. No. Port types 1. So this is 1, this is obviously 0. So this is 4. Which means we have one. Yeah. Is correct colors to correct positions, which means we have one yellow somewhere. Next is greens. Okay, 0, 24, 50. Green, magenta, white. Keep the offsets. Number of strikes is 0. Stays at 0. Solvable plus is 23, which is 1. So this is 4. Okay, which means there is one correct color. So there is one green somewhere. Next is red. Three, 13, 8. Red, red, white. The offsets. Number of digits is 2, so this makes it 1. Sum of digits is 13, which makes this 0. This becomes 4, which means there is one correct color, and we have a red somewhere. Next is blues. One, 0, 6. Green, cyan, white. Keep the offsets, first the slit indicators, is 1, this becomes 0, and so this becomes 5. So we don't have any blues. Clearing oranges, 8, 2, 2, magenta, yellow, red, shift offsets 1 to the right, so first is battery holders, which is 3. So this is 5, which means the remaining are zeros. Which means we don't have any oranges. Since purple is the remaining color and we have one free spot to identify left, the last color has to be purple. And thus you spend 7 queries in worst case scenario to identify which colors you have. And now you have 8 queries left. So if you have all unique colors, first step, using 4 queries, I'll show you how to identify 2 positions. Set all colors to one of the colors you have, for example white. Using a different color, for example yellow, that you have, you will start searching for 2 positions at the same time. So when it says you have one correct color somewhere, that means one of the whites is somewhere here. So you did not change the correct white to yellow. If you have a 0 correct colors in their correct positions, that means using yellow you changed the correct position of white. If you have 2 correct colors somewhere, that means that you found the position for yellow. So using 4 queries, so if you try all 5 positions using yellow, you'll get 2 once, 0 once, and 1 3 times. Okay, let's start with this query. 3, 3, 6. Red, yellow, white. Red, yellow, white. White. Give the offsets. A batteries is 2. Makes this 1. D batteries is also 2, which makes this 1, and this becomes 3. So we have 1 color in correct position, and as I said, that means nor yellow, neither white is here. Let's try yellow here. 3, 29, 46. Cyan, magenta, yellow. Cyan, magenta, yellow. Place middle number with queries. Number of strikes is 0, this stays at 3. Minute starting was 46, this is 0, and this has to be 2. Gray is 2 colors in correct positions, which means I found the position for yellow. So that means this has to be yellow. Let's keep searching now for white position. Five, 24, 46. Oh, this is 10th query, by the way. 5, 24, 46. Green, magenta, green. By the way, after you found the position of yellow, you could change this yellow color to something else. For example, green, red, or this remaining colors green, red, or purple. But for the sake of consistency, I will just go with yellow. It will not ruin the algorithm. Okay, green, magenta, green. Replace left with queries left. Middle is solubles, which is 23, and minutes remaining is 0. Okay, middle number is 1. Correct colors, correct positions, which means this is neither yellow neither white. Find the next color. 4, 23, 1. Magenta, green, white. Keep the offsets. Solved modules is 1. Unsolved is 22, so this becomes 1, and number of midis is 0, so this stays at 1. Once again, 1 correct color and correct position, which means this is also not white nor yellow, which means this has to be white, because neither none of this was. So this is white. Using 4 queries, we identified 4 positions. Now we have 4 queries left. We could do the same as we did on the first example, where I could just go with any of these remaining colors. Okay, so this is white, this is yellow, and then set this to something else for now. Just by going with any color left in trying them until we find its position, it will take up to 4 queries. Or we could do the same we just did by setting the rest to some color that is left and using a different color, another purple. Try the same thing. So let's try that. 4, 16, 5. Green, red, yellow. Replace middle with queries left. Left is digits, which is 2 digits, and letters, there are 4 letters, so this is 1, and this is 2. So that means we have 2 colors in their correct positions, those being white and yellow, which means this has to be green, because if either of these was green, it would actually have 3 colors in their correct positions. So this has to be green, and the remaining colors are red and purple in some order. Let's try. Okay, this is correct. This is how you solve Mastermind Cruel Restricted. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.